What's good with the YouTube? Today we just gonna dive right into the cut. My client said that he hasn't been brushing or ragging up due to work, so right now I'm just trying to comb through his hair to get his waves in order before I cut it. Alright, so now using my JRLs, I'm about to go in with the 1.5 guard. And typically what I like to do with wavers is I'll start with the lever all the way open, and I'll go from the crown all the way to the front of the head. And the reason I do that is because I want to keep the crown a lot thicker than I do the rest of the hair. So I'll start with the crown with the lever open, and then I'll close the lever for the rest of the head. And as you guys can see, the crown area is just naturally a lot less dense than the rest of the head. So that's why you always want to go a half size larger when you're doing waver cuts. So we will be doing a low taper today. So here I'm about to go in my Babyliss Gold FX trimmers, and I'm about to just set this first guideline in. So for some reason it did not record my next step, but the only thing I did was open the lever all the way and then just fade that first guideline out. And then here I'm about to go in with the 1 guard with the lever open, and I'm about to just keep that same shape that I kept with the first couple guidelines, and I'm just trying to keep everything nice and neat and super consistent. And here I just close the lever just to nudge at that bottom line, just to soften it up for the next step. It just makes the transition a lot easier and a lot smoother. Now with the half guard, I'm going to start with the lever all the way open, and I'm just closing my lever gradually as I go down until that bottom line is faded out. So on parts like this, you want to use a lot of corner work just because you want to be very, very precise. If you were to use the whole blade, you either push the fade up or cut some hair that you don't want to cut. So for me to be able to get into this smaller area, I have to go in and use a lot of corners. So to get this dark spot to lighten up, I'm about to go in with the 2 guard with the lever 1, and I'm just gradually close that 2 guard and just fade it out the best way I can. And if that doesn't get that line out, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with the 1.5 guard and just go right below the 2. So that actually was the 1.5 guard I was using before, and I know that because I'm following it up with the 1 guard, and I'm just really cleaning up right below where the 1.5 guard left off from. And with this 1 guard, I'm just going through doing a lot of detail work, just really perfecting this fade. I'm gonna take the guard off, I'm gonna put it back on. I'm just trying to touch up any spot that I see. The back taper has the same steps as the front taper, so I'm just fast forward this part and let you guys watch. And to prep his lineup, I'm gonna just go in with the 1 guard with the lever about halfway closed, and I'm just go with the grain right on the edge of his lineup just to knock some of that hair down. And y'all already know what time it is. We about to go in for that kill shot here, and I'm just gonna prep his lineup with some hairspray, and I'm about to just completely change his life. So I need y'all to strap in and enjoy the ride. when I'm doing these lineups, especially on waivers, I like to start from the middle and just work my way to the left or the right. And really, this is just like connecting the dots. We all used to do that when we was younger. It's the same principle. Start from one end and match it to the other. YouTube, here's the cut. If you really enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the page. It really helps the channel grow. It really helps me out. And please drop a comment, let me know what type of cut you want to see next. As I said before, we dropping fire consistently now on this channel, so make sure you're tapped in, turn those notifications on, and we out.